There must have been an inflection point or a certain year where you're like, okay, I feel momentum for people listening to my ideas more than before.
To tell you honestly, I don't think we're there yet. Here's what I mean. Yes, it's true. There are so many people who are changing their diet. Yes, it's true. A lot of people have gotten my books, and I've been on TV, which is wonderful.
And movies as well.
Yeah, that's lovely. I'm delighted to get the word out. But I have to say, there are so many people. While it's true that the number of people who are going in a healthy direction is bigger than it's ever been, the number of people who haven't yet gotten this message is huge too. And I'm doing a lot of work now in Washington with one of the hospitals that happens to be in the poorest part of town. And when I talk with people about why do you have 3 times the colorectal cancer incidence here compared to the rich part of town, there isn't any understanding on the part of the patients, the doctors, the nurses, anybody. So we have our work still ahead of us.
And it's an economic issue as well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the lower income you make, the worse your health is, and it's quite magnified, right?
Absolutely, yes, exactly. And this is not necessarily, this is not at all people who have decided, I get what you're saying, but I'm not going there. It's not an informed decision. These are people who are victims of marketing and the ignorance of, and sometimes willful ignorance of a government that promotes unhealthy foods on people. What I'm talking about is unhealthy things are subsidized, are dumped into schools. Anyway, don't get me started. But
yeah. The
fact of the matter is that I don't think we're there yet. I'm happy with the changes that have come, but there's more to do.
So we've got like Beyond Meat that's IPOing for billions and people are putting it in all the fast food places, but we've also got the lower, say 25% of the population that's getting more obese, more diabetes, and the diet maybe is getting worse in some cases. And you're looking at this and saying, Brian, we're not necessarily where I want us to be.
A couple of examples.
Yeah.
In young people, and by young, I mean anyone up to the age of 49, colorectal cancer rates are rising. And it's not that genetics are changing. It's all because bacon is now a fad. You can get bacon-flavored soap. And if you're a young person, you're immortal, why worry about it? The World Health Organization says it is a clear-cut Group 1 carcinogen. Also causes breast cancer. That information hasn't come out. And the big tragedy now is in India, which is the second biggest country on the globe, China, which is number 1. India has a vegetarian tradition that is now viewed by many people as the quaint habit of their grandparents.
Right.
And modern,
and of the poor, maybe.
Modern young people are non-vegetarian, and diabetes rates are going through the roof. And if they are vegetarian, it's also dairy heavy, that you may as well have eaten a pork chop. In China, it's a changing economic situation. When people have more money, they can afford more pork. And in China, it is becoming devastating. Cardiovascular disease is through the roof. Diabetes is way, way up. A country like Japan that used to have the skinniest and longest of people on the planet, and a diet mostly based on rice, and meat was little flavorings, not the center of your plate. There are now so many fast food chains in Japan that breast cancer is up, Alzheimer's is starting to go up, cardiovascular disease, diabetes is up, and also some depression and other things are up. Is it food or is it something else? I don't know. But when we have more knowledge than ever, we should be healthier than ever.